G'day, Stephen Kerri from OffTheGridNoz.com. Another video. This one about solar. What a beautiful day, eh? Yeah, I digress. Straight away I digress. How's this sunshine? It's beautiful. You gotta love autumn, you know, when summer sort of finally goes away. You just gotta love it. Everything's growing like buggery. Yeah, I'm out in the outdoor kitchen. I actually got a bit of Pink Floyd playing. Sorry, Mr. YouTube. Doing a bit of a distilled water run today. Yes, that's my chemistry set. Anyway, I digress. Solar. The cost of solar. Big question. Encompasses many components. Too many people are too quick to go, solar costs X amount. Well, solar does cost X amount. And it really depends. I pan around just for amusement, really. You don't want to stare at the bloody TV. And I was going to make this in front of the computer in the office, but I thought I'd stop it. It's a beautiful day. We've got tiny house trailer hell going on over there. We've got 3 of them going. Solar costs a variable sort of amount of money. And that amount of money depends on what you want from your solar. A lot of people will go, oh, you have to go get the company solar installed by the experts and it's going to cost you 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand. Alright, that's fair enough. And that's what it does cost sometimes. The solar, if you're new to this, apart from being mind-boggling, can actually be quite fracturing to the wallet. I'd like to just suggest that people who are new to this start with the basics. Unless you have the big checkbook, in which case, well, you probably turn this off anyway. But if you start with the basics, and you do what Stephen Kerri do, and a lot of other people do, we run 12 volt systems. 12 volt systems at the bottom end of solar are very, very economical. Super economical. They can be rounded up and built for very little cost and achieve quite a big end result. You can have your lights. You can do, you know, lots and lots of things. Run pumps. You can do a lot of stuff for very cheap solar. So solar doesn't have to cost you $1 million to start with. Then you've got, in the sort of rolling around in the middle of the solar argument, for people like myself and Kerri, and we do reside in the middle, we're people that went to the trouble to develop some skills to put our own gear in. And then you can get into the larger systems that may include 12 volt but extend to 240 volt inverted systems or inverter run systems. Those systems also can start from, you can put a pretty good couple of kilowatt together for maybe 3 grand if you scunge around the place. And that will power up an amazing amount of stuff. But then you will run into people who go, no, if you want to use an inverter, put a big battery bank in, well, you better be prepared to cut, don't you love Pink Floyd? You better be prepared to cut a really big check. That's what some people will say. Well, the big check may be necessary for people who have no experience, have the resources, and have no inclination to learn. You can put component systems together. These are systems where you buy the parts yourself and you pretty much set them up. Oh, how's that sun? What a brilliant day. Fruit trees are going good. Can't kill them with a stick, which has been good because we've had a lot of trouble with fruit trees over the course of 10 years. But yeah, look, there's a quick video. Solar varies from 20 cents to $20,000, alright? And everything in between. And it's dependent on what you want. What you've got to avoid if you're new is being led down the path by people like Stephen Kerri and salespeople from large solar companies and people who have just been fortunate enough to have the checkbook to get somebody in to do all the work for themselves, for them, and cut a big check accordingly. And then they sit back on their deck chair and they sing fucking, oh, I said it, they sing Kumbaya and all's well. But that costs, you know, 20, 30 grand, whatever. Solar is just not that simple, it's not that defined, and it is dependent on what you personally have got in your mind as far as what you need, what money you have, and how long you're prepared to perhaps go without a little bit whilst you build your own solar system up. So yeah, solar, how much does it cost? In reality, I mean, I sort of get stuck on this question. It gets put up on Facebook, it gets put up on the website, it gets put up on YouTube all the time. And it's one of those questions that can't be answered in a 3-minute video, or in this one probably be 8 minutes. Might put a few up on this and focus on, I have got videos on 12 volt, so if you want to go look back through our playlist on YouTube, we have got videos on 12 volt only. There is such an amazing amount of things you can do with that to start with. I just want to really end this with with Pink Floyd. Yeah, I want to end this with, I don't like new people especially, alright? I know you guys that have done it, you know, you're doing it, you've got it all sorted out. But for the new people, don't be discouraged, don't be led by the thought that you have to spend $1 million. It doesn't necessarily have to be that way, and you can achieve a lot without that $1 million. Our tomato plants are just about woofed their goods. Still producing tomatoes, but yeah, so look, if you're new, have a good look, have a good think, look at your resources available, look at what you can put up with, make choices that suit you. Not Stephen Kerri, not the salesman, not the guy that's cut the 30 grand and says you have to have this. That's all bullshit, alright? We're all full of shit. You need to make your own decision. And if you can, for example here, this kitchen sink that I've got running now, it's running off a 12 volt pump. The LED lights in this outdoor kitchen, all of them are on 12 volt. We do a lot of stuff on 12 volt, but we do run a 240 volt inverter on a larger system. So anyway, look, I'm going to leave it at that. Solar. How much does it cost? How much does it need to cost? How much money have you got? What can you actually, you know, what can you tolerate to start with? What would you like to build up to? They're all the components you need to think about. Not get dragged straight down the road with a huge check if you haven't got that huge check. Nothing worse than seeing people go out and borrow money to do this sort of stuff. You can start small. But anyway, on a beautiful, beautiful Thursday, I can't believe how lovely the weather is, and now the summer's sort of backed off to 30 degrees instead of 40. So nice, eh? So cheers from Stephen Kerri from multigrids.oz.com. How much solar do you need? How much will it cost? The big question. We'll catch you again inevitably. Subscribe and like if you want. And for now, as I finish my distilled water run, I'll leave it at that. Hope you're having a good day, hope you're thinking positive, hope your plans will come to fruition. Think about your solar, think about it hard. Doesn't need to cost a lot, can cost a lot. All of those things exist within the thought of solar. And for the new, you need to give it some deep, deep study. Bye guys, we'll catch you on the next one. I got shit to do. And I got Pink Floyd to listen to for the rest of the afternoon. Bye.